I've heard just love yourself and get over it and, things like that my whole life, and never really known how to just get over something or to just love myself. And I've figured out that going more general has helped. And I will continue to share this because it has helped me so much. Just starting with a simple affirmation like, I am willing, because a lot of times affirmations felt like lies to me. I just couldn't say I couldn't say nice things about myself. I was very, very verbally abusive to myself, and there was just no way that I was going to be able to say I approve of myself. So I started with, I am willing to like myself. That was my first just big affirmation that I really tried to dive into. It was one that I could believe. So I would say with mirror work, just picking words that you can believe and not putting yourself in a should box of I should be further along. I should feel this way. I should like myself, on and on. And it's a process, and the mirror will wait. It will always hold you no matter what shape you come in. I cry in front of the mirror. I get mad. I tell it my feelings. I often will just be quiet and just look. And I've also found that looking in my right eye helps when I need to soften. I figured that out during a live stream last year. I did for like an hour. I went live and I just looked in the mirror. I didn't say anything. And I locked into my right eye during that. And ever since then, I've never said a mean thing to myself in the mirror. So I wish I would have known that right eye trick. And this week, after finishing Funeral of False Selves, I found Lavinia Brown, and she talks about reparenting. And so I'm on that rabbit hole now where I'm kind of trying to reparent this girl in here and really be there for her and try to listen and talk to her and ask her how she is and what she needs, and just try to earn her trust back. And she's been pretty quiet so far, honestly, but the other night I did have an experience where I was talking to her in the mirror, just trying to ask her, hey, if you want to share any memories of our childhood or, anything like that, I'd love to remember with you. I was just trying to talk. And in the mirror, all of a sudden, I usually look in my right eye and it shifted to my left eye. And I knew that was her. I figured out that if I look into my left eye, that it's a little easier to connect with that Sarah, that ghost. So I started calling it my ghost eye, and I'm actually writing a song about it right now. But yeah, I figured out, for me personally at least, I'd love to hear y'all's experiences if you have any, but that looking in my right eye softens and looking in the left eye helps me get to that ghost, the past. So it's very different sides. With the two eyes. So I'm spiraling out on all this and just trying to be more gentle with myself and share the breadcrumbs as I go, because I never knew how to just love myself. That is just, what does that even mean? I've never seen anybody who genuinely loved themselves. It was always self-deprecating remarks and put downs, and I loving yourself through, splurging on, get the cake or something like that. And so that's the way I did, and none of it worked. And what has worked is Louise Hay, getting into the mirror. She showed me the mirror. She showed me that I can get angry and that my anger is a map, and that also all my pain is a map too. My body is talking to me, and she taught the mind-body connection. So now I know that if I'm nauseous, I have fear. Yeah, I kind of went on a mirror ramble there. I just like to do these mirror rambles every once in a while and just show that I'm certainly not polished, and I don't always have good days, and I'm just learning to look. I'm learning to soften, and I hope that somebody else out there can meet themselves kinder in the mirror today too.
I love you anyway, even the parts that learn to peck. You ruffled thing, even when you